Pop topics.
Let's throw it at you.
Let's talk about Bonnaroo.
Roo!
Bonnaroo happened, guys.
Man, I did not go this year, and I am bummed
Yeah.
because everyone seemed to have a really good time. It seemed like it ran well.
I don't want to go to Bonnaroo.
Well, never go general admission. That's your problem.
Well, but that's what everyone does.
I don't.
No. Well, yeah, but how?
I work it.
Yeah.
I drive golf carts for the VIPs.
You don't have to
I work
brag.
12 hours.
That's
I
white
get paid pretty
privilege right
terribly.
there.
Oh, it's great. And I was using the air conditioned poopers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was dope. And, still had to take a couple moist towelette baths, or like to call them women of ill repute baths.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'm allowed to say that word. But, yeah. But you know what I always do? Bring fake drugs with me.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Fake drugs?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like?
Well, because I want to do God's work.
You mean like K2, or are you talking about like baking soda and telling people it's Coke?
Well, I mean, depending on who you're buying it from, most of it's baking soda anyway. From what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying, no, I just bring maybe some incense that looks like heroin.
Yeah.
Some acid,
Yeah.
which is just breath strips.
They it just feels like a refugee camp for white people.
It is. It's for what?
I just don't. I have a hard time being uncomfortable by myself.
Yeah, I think
know-
you have a hard time getting into things.
Like I can't be in a car in the summer for more than 7 minutes without like debating whether I still want to be alive. You know what I mean? Like I hate.
What is that? Wait, hold on. That was pretty weak. Let's figure that one out.
Yeah, weak. Okay.
I mean, like sitting in a car for 7 minutes, just like without air condition.
Yeah, like I want to. Like I can't even do that. And
Yeah, I
let
know.
alone being
that
out
sucks.
for 4 days in a row, just like in the heat and just being there. Everyone's all sweaty. You got to smell people. These people aren't taking baths. They're not. The people are sitting under that mushroom kiddie pool after day one. It's all chocolate
Oh, it's
milk.
gross. It's gross.
And I have zero interest in paying to do something like that.
Yeah, I don't
paying
know.
that much money.
I will
to do
say
something
the
like
cool thing. The cool thing, yeah, as general admission, it's like, what are you guys doing? It is a refugee camp. It's a Hooverville.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the community, kind of cool.
Yeah.
The fact that you're like around people and you guys are suffering together, and then you get to go see music while you're
Yeah.
suffering, and there's some people on drugs, and you see just things. It's kind of just it's alternate reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's AR, dude.
I just want.
It's pretty cool.
I just want to see all these bands in a well air conditioned. Like we went to go
You
see.
are so pampered.
We went to go see Vince Staples at Marathon in Marathon Village, and that was inside, and that was pretty fun for a second. And then when people started rubbing up against me, especially when I went to like the front during the last song, and there was just like a bunch of sweaty people just like bumping around, I was just like, yeah, this is. I would rather be anywhere else. This is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
No, I wish I could.
I do
wish
enjoy
I
it.
didn't care
I do-
that
I
much
do
about
enjoy
it
it.
though. I wish I could just be sweaty around people.
I know
but
sometimes
can't.
it's just fun to get outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Break it down.
I like getting outside of my comfort zone by having people stare at me, tell bad jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my out of my comfort zone because at least I'm not sweating.
At least you're not sweating, and at least you weren't the man that was busted with over 1,000 fake drugs at Bonnaroo this week.
Ooh.
He claimed he's doing God's work.
Yeah,
I employed that guy,
yeah.
private contractor. So this comes by way of USA Today. The USA Today says Manchester, Tennessee, a New York man busted with more than 1,000 fake drugs at the 16th annual Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Manchester, Tennessee. Told deputies he was doing God's work. According to Coffee County Sheriff's Department, David E. Brady, shout out, 45, of Albany, New York, was sitting under a tent Wednesday on the grounds of the 4-day music festival held in Manchester when deputies saw him with items that appeared to be narcotics. When deputies approached Brady, sheriff spokesman Lucky Knott, only in Coffee County, only in Manchester, that the sheriff's spokesperson to be Lucky Knott, said that Brady tossed the items behind him. When Brady stood up, Knott said he had a bag of mushrooms hanging from his waistband. Portobello, I would assume. Authorities searched Brady and, according to the arrest warrant, found 37 pills made to look like they were Molly, a synthetic drug that alters mood and perception. This is for white people. This is for moms. This is written for moms.
Yeah.
22 bags of fake mushrooms and 1,000 hits of fake acid. 20 bags that were made to look like cocaine, and an incense stick made to look like black tar heroin. Arrest warrant goes The arrest warrant goes on to say that Brady told deputies he was doing God's work by selling fake drugs. Brady was arrested and charged. Brady was arrested and charged Brady. They arrested Brady and then charged him. It's written terribly. With 2 counts of possession of counterfeit controlled substances. Authorities later found Brady was wanted in Franklin County, Arkansas, on a felon bench warrant.
What's a bench warrant?
I think that's if you don't pay something, like that you're required to show up.
Oh,
Does anyone know what a bench warrant is?
It sounds like he missed jury duty.
Maybe
Too
it's
many
like
times.
it's probably like, hey, we need you to show up because we need to solve some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, can you just come check in with us because we're not really sure about something?
Bench warrant.
I don't know. The state of Arkansas plans to extradite Brady, authorities say, and he has been charged with being a fugitive from justice. As of Thursday, Brady is being jailed in County Coffee with a $120,000 bond. He's slated to appear in Coffee County on August 11th. Now, this guy, too old to be there. All right.
Way too old.
I felt too old at that Vince Staples concert we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When you see an adult at Bonnaroo, you're like,
what are you doing?
Whose dad are you?
Yeah.
And the fact that he's sitting under a tent, probably close to the road so he can have easy access because he seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
Corona beer bottle hat with a beer bottle opener on the end.
I see what this guy's getting at.
Doing God's work. Let's get to it.
Yeah, but just like go through it for a second. If you're the kind of person, if you don't want drugs to be at Bonnaroo, let's say, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Coffee County Sheriff's Department doesn't want drugs at Bonnaroo.
But they do love those subsidies that Bonnaroo gives them.
I guess so. But wouldn't you want there to be a guy that's selling fake drugs so that people aren't buying real drugs?
No, because you don't even know what the fake drugs are. You don't know how people are going to consume them. Maybe.
Yeah, but like go through what the fake drugs were. They were fake mushrooms, so I'm guessing they were just regular mushrooms.
Probably got them in Aldi. Good
right?
deals. Love Aldi on this show. Proud sponsor of the show.
Fake acid, which probably means he just had little strips of paper that had water dropped on them.
Mm-hmm.
He had 20 bags of what was made to look like cocaine. So
there's a lot of things.
It was probably flour or baking
Aspirin.
soda or something. And then an incense stick to look like black tar heroin.
Now
that's
creative.
That's not only creative, but could be dangerous. And who at Bonnaroo is buying heroin? People don't go to Bonnaroo to do sweet H.
Dude, I'm pretty sure people are bashing up. I mean, some you don't know. There are some real scumbags,
but it's
and there are some
like,
real millennials.
It's not like if you take these could hurt you. Like if you take fake acid, if it's just like a piece of paper with water on it, like it's not gonna kill you. So like, what wouldn't you want if you have whatever drugs you want?
I'm peeking.
But if you're a cop and you don't want drugs to be there, wouldn't you want a guy to be selling fake drugs?
No, see that's
get a sweet
that's the problem. You're starting to sound like Jeff Sessions.
That's what they should
Our
have
Attorney
done.
General. You're starting to sound like Jeff Sessions.
I'm saying if somebody doesn't want drugs to be there, I want drugs
I feel like
to be
they would have a good drug testing set, like an environment where you could do drugs with amnesty. And
that's not what these people want, though.
I mean, I don't know. That's not what renegade. What's it, Brady? Renegade Tom Brady.
This guy is probably one of those like God hates gays.
Oh, definitely.
Kind of guys.
100%.
And he was like, I can't take my sign because everyone's gonna have a sign. Everyone's gonna have a loudspeaker. What are those called? Megaphones. So I'm just gonna sell fake drugs. Because that's what the Lord would want me to do.
So what you were saying.
And I think that his Lord might actually want him to do that.
Some people rolling on a Mally, this holy roller, trying to prevent him from doing that in general.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mr. Brady.
Yeah.
You're a real dum-dum. I think you're dum-dum.
Yeah. I mean, it almost went well. I wwonder how much...
It's day one.
I would be interested to see how much money he made before they arrested him.
That would be interesting to know what his prices were.
Yeah.
Because he had to do his research to figure out price points.
Yeah. Do you think that the genius thing about selling fake drugs is that no one's going to tell on you because they'd be admitting that they bought drugs. So they caught him they probably searched him or like they saw him doing it because no one's going to be like, hey, officer, that guy's got fake Coke. And they're like, how do you know that?
Well,
he's like, because I bought, I don't know. I just saw it. It didn't look like real Coke.
Well, this
like,
guy's clearly like an idiot because he just said, yeah, I'm doing God's work. So what, fellas? Don't
he thought that would work.
Mr. Lucky Knots, do you know the Lord?
Yeah.
Can I help you know the Lord?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Alex Jones?
He probably
Rotbart.com?
He probably thought that's what they wanted to hear, was that he was doing the Lord's work.
Oh, they did. Have you seen
Sorry,
Coffee County?
sir.
Whew.
Doesn't work. Doesn't fly here.
Coffee County Sheriff's Department shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job keeping things in order.
Yeah.
Because it is a mess. It really is a mess. But they do, the festival does do a very good job at facilitating how things work. So.
I'd be interested to know exactly what they do with all the drugs that they confiscate at
They
these
put
festivals.
them. They take them to the precinct.
Yeah, but then what do they do with them?
Well, you either destroy them.
Put them back out in the world.
Yeah, you put them back out because then you got Super Troopers too.
You give them to the what are they called? Not the Narcos.
What's
the name of that movie? With
Narcos.
One of my favorite movies with the
Sicarios.
Sicarios. They give them to the Sicarios. They take them back. I love that movie. It's phenomenal.
You're a big
movie.
fan.
The interesting thing about that movie was when you learned, spoiler alert, when you learned that the reason that they're doing what they're doing is because they want to keep the drugs in Mexico, not kill the drugs in Mexico. No, they want to move it back down to Colombia. They want to move the coke business back down to Colombia because you don't want to kill it, because then if you kill the drug game, people will just start the drug game in America. But if you keep it in Mexico, it's too close to America, so they want to move it back to Colombia so that it's further away from America. They don't want to stop crime. They just want to control it, you know? And that's what I feel about Bonnaroo. It's controlled crime. The cops, they take these drugs, and then they give them back to their dudes, and then their dudes sell them to the kids. And those are the drugs you don't want, is the man's drugs, like cigarettes and alcohol. Those are the man's drugs.
Holy self-indulgence.
I'm just saying.
You and Mr. Brady have something in common.
I'm just saying.
No, I do like the idea that you could possibly do drugs and not be in trouble for doing them, because then you just get out of your system.
You just do coke.
No, it's
the Lord's drug. That's the Lord's drug is coke.
It's true.